Welcome to day 5 of the ultimate land, water, and RV show. You know, you guys, I know we've done a couple shows together before, and I gotta be honest, from the bottom of my heart, I truly think this is my favorite one.
This has been so great.
Well, you know, we've got to do a lot of stuff we don't normally get to do. I mean, from, you know, talking about RVing with kids, to RVing with dogs, to showing newbies, you know, how easy and fun it can be to get into RVing, and now even boating.
Woo! It's true.
You know? How about you guys? Nate, what's your favorite part?
I mean, what's yours?
Well, when Brickle and Digby came with us and they got to hang out with everybody and swim the lake and they got their catered hamburger for
Catered hamburger. For me, actually, it was a segment you did on boating essentials. I really love that. Yeah, I found out that the #1 boating essential is to have a boat.
That's
Especially this one.
I didn't know that.
Start.
Especially that one.
Yes, exactly. That's a good one to have.
Yeah.
Bryce, Nelly, how about you
I
guys?
agree as well. We thought boating would be later on that we would get a boat, but now with this, we're just like, oh man, that's more in the foreseeable future. Like
Right?
now.
Well, and it's just right in that price point.
Yeah,
you know, like we talk about easy accessibility, you know, and the ease to be able to do things. And we did it with RVing with like the Coleman 17B, where we were able to put out a travel trailer that made camping easy and accessible. And now we're doing it in boating.
And just seeing our girls on it yesterday when we were just chilling and just stable and solid and jumping in the water and get back in, I was like, this is awesome.
I saw it. It melted my heart. It's so sweet. And speaking of boating, guys, coming up next, it is my good friend, Chris Young, and he's going to be taking you through a different part of boating. That's going to be docking and some of the essentials you're going to need to dock successfully.
You know, the great thing about having a boat, great thing about being on a lake, is being able to enjoy it. Some of the most unenjoyable times are docking your boat. That's why we're going to talk to you a little bit about some docking essentials that you can find Camping World, Gander RV, and of course at Overton's. Now, one of the things you saw me probably pulling in right here is the Dock Pro Caddy. Love this because it's got a 300-pound capacity, 20-inch wheels on it, and the container here, high grade, not gonna rust, not gonna rot on you. These handles too are meant so that you don't have to bend over while carrying it down. I mean, hopefully you saw how easy it was to pull in. But when you're bringing your docking essentials to either load up on the boat, unload, take them back to storage or whatever, make sure you have something like this on hand. Sure beats the old-fashioned wheelbarrow, plus it's marine grade, made to help make sure that that docking goes handy. Now, speaking of going handy, I can't tell you how to dock a boat, but I can tell you how to protect the dock and the boat when you're pulling in. One of the first things you want to invest in are fenders. Now, this one here is one of the DockMate piling fenders. Now, whether you have pilings or you just have a straight, you know, rectangle style dock, we have fenders that are going to make sure that docking is going to be right for you and safe and secure. All of these DockMate fenders are made of high-grade roto-molded vinyl. They are UV resistant. Most of them come pre-inflated, and they're guaranteed not to split or bust, because we know they got to last for a hot line. Now with these go right on the piling, and you'll notice they have the inlays here so that you can mount it. The reinforced holes here for the screws or the bolts that you want to put in are ready to go. They're not going to tear on you when you load them in. Put that on the piling, or I've even seen some people take these. They don't want to go with the regular dock fender style. They just want to put the big piling on like that. Whatever your flavor, whatever your preference, we got a fender that's going to be right for you. Now, speaking of just the regular dock fenders, same thing here with the DockMates. Now, multiple colors, you can get these multiple styles, multiple size, multiple colors. Today, I'm just going to be able to show you a few of them. But once again, roto-molded, high-quality, marine-grade vinyl, UV resistant, ready to rock and roll. So, mount this same way. Come over to your dock. Put that on, you got the reinforced holes right there for your screws or your bolts, and that's gonna go in and make sure, however far you wanna put them apart, you can line the entire dock. With the multiple sizes that we have on these, you got plenty of options, but there you go. Now, Chris, what about the corners? Those corners aren't fun, I'll tell you that right now. But we do have something for you. These DockMate corner fenders are great. Once again, multiple sizes, multiple colors. They do come pre-inflated, but you got the little sports ball nozzle right here, so that if you do need to add some air or even take some out, you got the option to do it there. UV resistant, and when you're ready to put it on the corner, slides in. You got the holes on top that are once again reinforced, easy to mount, even comes with some accessories and washers if you need it. Now for the curved enthusiasts that say, well, we have maybe a little bit of a weird dock. What do you have for something that maybe wants to go up and down, but we don't have pilings? Whatever the dock setup that you have, don't worry about it. We got something that's gonna work for you. For example, this DockMate top mounted fender comes with the eyelets here, so you can mount from the top and on the side. Still that high quality roto-molded vinyl, UV resistant, and has the sports ball hole, so you can do some inflating or deflating if you need to. And when it comes time to put it on the dock, sits flush right there. You can move it around. So if you got the side fenders, you got the top fender, however you want to do it, you are good to go. And then of course the standard, beautiful Overton's DockMate bumpers. Come in so handy. This is a boating absolute essential, docking essential too. Reinforced eyelets here. So if you need to quick tie, you got the reinforced eyelets on both sides, tied to the dock, tied to the boat. Comes pre-inflated, but still has that sports ball nozzle. You can do the inflating if you want to. So dock fenders out of the way. Let's talk about one of my favorite things, the Fuel Daddy. Now, we have this inside Camping World, inside Gander, and of course online, Overton's. You can get these for your RV, your home, your boat especially, because when you're out on the water, the last thing you want to do is run out of fuel. Now, this is a 25-gallon Fuel Daddy right here. It's high-grade polyethylene. You got reinforcements all the way around, powder-coated frame, and you got the 10-inch pneumatic tires. Now, I know it's pronounced pneumatic, but I got a one-man boycott against silly spellings, so I'm gonna say it the way it was spelled, pneumatic, just like I didn't go to school, I went to shul. It's the way they spelled it. But the Fuel Daddy comes with its own pump, that reinforced rubber, galvanized steel handle. You got the emergency shut-off valve or just the regular control valve right here. Great to have, especially if you're gonna run out of fuel, or you just want something that's gonna help you keep fuel. The other thing that I try to tell people to pick up, get you one of these fuel transfer pumps. These are great if you just have just a regular gas can, because sometimes the nozzles, you might have those pressure release nozzles on your gas can. These are great to replace that because they're battery operated. You don't have to worry about starting the flow of fuel to fill up car, boat, RV, whatever. These are just always great to have on hand. Now, once you get your boat there, you might have, whether you're setting it up on the frame, whether you're setting up on the trailer, whether you're pulling into the dock, if you have a winch or if you need a winch, we sell all kinds. Most of them galvanized steel. They have 2-inch thick straps. They got the nickel reinforced hooks, so hand crank, power crank, whatever you want, 2,500 pounds, 1,000 pounds, 1,600 pounds, whatever you may need. We got a winch that's there for you. Get you one that's gonna replace that maybe entry level or starter winch that you picked up. Or if you have a good winch and maybe your strap or your rope isn't as good as you think, or you got, say, Chris, I wanna go from a rope to a strap, we have replacements for that as well. For example, this Overton's winch strap and hook, reinforced, great. It's got you'll see this fits all standard trailers. This one here is a 25 foot by 2 inches wide. It comes with the reinforced strap already built in, so you don't have to worry about creating another knot. And you still have that heavy duty zinc hook right there. And when you're pulling your pontoon boat up, you want to make sure that it's centered on your frame. If you do not have the bunk guides, these are great. You can mount them from 24 to 36 inches. They're standard. They fit pretty much every trailer out there, but extremely handy when it comes to making sure that when your boat is up on the trailer, it is centered and easy to go. I mean, that's part of docking too, right? Technically, pulling out of the water, just want to make sure that you are safe, sound, and secure. Now, if you're gonna be docking at night, because you wanna spend a good amount of time out on the water, you wanna spend time with the family, and you say, you know what, we're gonna wait till the sun goes down before we come in and dock. Get yourself some additional lighting, like these right here by Stand Sport. Love these little lumens, the 600 lumens, These lanterns are great because they're solar powered. You don't have to worry about the batteries. They have multiple light settings, very bright, and they even have the emergency flash if you need it. Another thing that's extremely popular are the Dock Pro solar lights. These are easy to mount, they're marine grade, reinforced, and you can see these from a half a mile away. Sometimes your dock doesn't have great lighting, and if you're boating at night, this is one that I think is absolutely essential. You know what, even if you're not gonna boat at night, mount these on your boat because you can see it from half a mile away, and what's it gonna hurt to have additional light anyway, right? And these come in 2 packs, extremely handy. Now, the Danik hook is another essential in my book because when you're talking about having something that's universal, it's winch activated, it's reinforced, whether you need it for the boat, the campsite, or whatever, you just need something that's gonna give you a little additional security, pick up one of these because they come in extremely handy. You'll notice that I have those sitting on a nice little table because these not only accent your dock, accent your boat, accent wherever you want to accent, they come in extremely handy. Easy to fold up, lightweight, multiple colors. And this one, for example, the tag-along holds up to 20 pounds. So if you already got it setting on your dock, or maybe you got it setting wherever, you need to offload some stuff and not have rumbling around the dock area. These little quick fold tag-along tables come in extremely handy, especially to help keep you organized. Another thing that's gonna not only help keep you organized, but maybe make the kids happy, the spouse happy, and the pets happy, is having a dock mat. You'll notice we have everything laying on top of this black strip right here. Comes in multiple colors, multiple sizes, everything from inflatable to vinyl to AstroTurf to whatever. Easy to clean, slip resistant like this one is right here underneath. Goes great on the dock, especially if you got one of those docks that maybe the wood has gone a little bit green, a little bit dirty, and you want to give it a little bit more of a nicer aesthetic. Get yourself a nice little dock mat. These come in handier than you think. And since they're not only easy to clean, but they're made for docks, you can just leave it there year round. Just when you get a chance, pressure wash it off every now and then. Just keep things clean. Now, something else, last but not least, that you might not think is essential, but let me tell you, when I go fishing, maybe early in the mornings, maybe I take the kids, I got to come back to the dock to pick up family members, especially my spouse. She has to have her captain's chair, like this Rio hammock rocker, so that she can command me on proper docking from the comfort and ease of her Rio hammock chair. Because what better way to wait for your wonderful barge of happiness to come pick you up, to take you out on the lake, than by sitting in something like this. Up to 300-pound capacity, reinforced aluminum framing here, easily stores away in the boat. These are fantastic. Plus you have the little headrest right here. So when whoever, spouse, friend, family members, they want to hang out on the dock while you're either docking the boat, pull up, let them hop off, get in and chill out, maybe grab something out of the cooler as well, or they want to help guide you back into the dock, get them something that they can do it comfortably in. But hopefully you found some of these docking essentials, thought starters, idea starters to help you find the right docking essentials for you. You can find this and more information always at campingworld.com, ganderrv.com, or overtons.com.
I love you.
Love you too, Papa.
Hey, honey, look what I got. A triggerfish.
Don't settle for the trips you've always taken. There's a different way to travel. And RVing is the way to go.
Take a look at this area. So cool. We're here!
You can see new things. Travel to new places. Seek new adventures. It's moving! All without leaving home behind.
You're so fun.
I know.
Travel different with Camping World.
Leave your routine on the shoreline. Launch into the best days of summer with Overtons. only place you need for everything boating, water sports, fishing, and more. Visit Overtons.com, the nation's largest water sports and marine accessories dealer for everything you need for life on the water.